This week on Bachelor in Paradise.
The Goldens are here, baby! We are about to get turned.
I love it!
It's time for some cocktails and some senior moments.
I love it more!
Look at, I got my inner knees done. They're reformed.
I love it! Come on!
Well, folks, it's week 2 of Bachelor in Paradise, and I won't lie, this week gets mighty spicy. The Goldens arrive, there's a wild rose ceremony, and I truly mean that as someone who has watched far too much of this show, and of course, we get some more crash outs, including one that could lead to a main show contestant, Golden show contestant crossover that I never thought would actually happen.
Second door to the right. Amazing. Second door to the right. Door to the right.
Oh boy. Now this was a 2-episode week, so we gotta start with the first episode before the Goldens can arrive. So I'll timestamp the first and second episodes in case you want to jump ahead, but the drama really kicks up starting from the first episode rose ceremony, so don't skip that. So it's week 2 of Bachelor in Paradise, and this is always where they bring in the classic almost paradise intro to the show. However, with all the changes they've been making, I was waiting for this moment with bated breath. And then it hit, and same as last week, I was like,
I don't want to deal with this.
I mean, they do try to keep the main theme in there and remix it, which I know some of y'all are gonna absolutely detest. But they've been making so many changes to the show, I was kind of expecting worse, so I ended up walking away from the intro like,
I mean, it's alright, like...
Now what actually had me screaming and crying was learning that we had another 3-hour episode, just like last week. I fully tuned in expecting a respectable 2-hour sitting, and when I saw that ABC had a schedule going until 11, I was like,
This is the worst!
I mean, we're getting a director's cut of Lord of the Rings amount of Bachelor in Paradise time here. Do we need that much? So, to begin, it's now a new week in Paradise, meaning the men have the power, and you better believe some new women are on the way. Which is music to this man's ears.
And, yeah, we got the power. Zoe is a little... I don't want to call it clingy, but
I think I'm about to have an interesting couple days.
Now, who is this man, you say? Well, it's Brian, of course. Still have no clue? Yeah, he was eliminated week 2 in Jen's season, but he sure is acting with the confidence of someone coming into Paradise after being in the top 3. And really, at this point, the only guys who are not that interested in exploring other options are Spencer with Jess and Justin with Lexi. So they're not too fazed when 2 jet skis come racing in carrying Allie Joe and Parisa from Grant's season. Who, by the way, Parisa, one of my faves. She has a stellar rock collection, and she did a PowerPoint presentation with AI Photoshop depictions of her and Grant, so she's weird in a way that I feel vibes with the true nature of this show, and that continues here.
And honestly, men are just like critters. You watch them, you study their patterns, wait for a sign of weakness, then you strike.
Now Zoe, not a fan. Not a fan. Both of new arrivals in general, and also Allie Joe specifically, who she beefed with on Grant's season. But really, the one that she should be worrying about is Parisa, as Brian is all over her, again giving final 2 guy energy when he's actually got week 2 guy energy. Still, he's somehow tossed into a love triangle.
Don't take my man. I'm just kidding. But not really.
Alright, someone better inform Brian that he's Zoe's man, because that's not what he's telling others.
I got my rose from her.
Okay.
And I don't personally know if I've felt like the connection of like this is my person yet.
Meanwhile, Allie Joe is gunning for Dale, and knowing how Kat was last time she was on Paradise,
I know what I bring as a woman in this relationship. I am not living with the bugs for no reason.
yeah, I'm already starting to brace myself. Now, before these 2 hand out their date cards, we get another chemistry test from Jesse. And while you might have mixed feelings about these exercises, I kinda thought this one was genius. So everyone gets these tablets where they can swipe through the entire cast and decide anonymously if they'd like to kiss that person. And if you both match, you get to hop into this tent and go for it. It's kind of diabolical because it gets everyone kissing and away from their current matches guilt-free while not having to have production whisper in their ears to start potential drama. Well, kinda, as production does throw Hannah and Wells in there to earn their paycheck and say, go wild. You never know who you might have a connection with, and this is your time to be your own bachelor or bachelorette, which Brian here really takes to heart.
I swipe right on everybody. I don't give a
Yeah, this man Brian's got the shotgun technique. Try to hit as many targets as once and maybe one of them will hit. Now Jonathan ends up being quite popular with Alex coming in for a kiss, their first kiss actually, but then also Allie Joe, Parisa, who by the way was mid-gum chew during their kiss, Bailey comes in as well, don't tell Jonathan's bro Jeremy, and then this guy comes in to, thankfully not kiss, but just say,
there's no more. That's it. You can go ahead and go back. Cool.
Did you have to get in there to say that?
Yeah, no more, Jonathan, just the 4 women to kiss. Sorry, bud. Now, men like Justin and Spencer only pick their current connections. Dale is also super popular, as of course Kat comes in, but also Alex, Allie Joe, and even Zoe. But Brian's big moment is his kiss with Parisa, as I guess he loves to share bubblegum, leading to Brian getting asked out on a double date with Parisa, along with Allie Joe and Jonathan, who does, by the way, clear that date with Alex before going. As for Brian though, yeah, this one does not make Zoe happy, and she's feeling the vibes drain from her and Brian's early connection. So these 4 meet Wells at his secondary gig cause, you know, times be tough, and they have a games and dancing night.
Wells, it's good to see you, but like, you're 5th wheel, bro. I'm gonna date the baddest chick in the house.
Alright, I'm already over this guy. But Parisa apparently isn't, as all those vibes drained from his and Zoe's relationship seem to have shot right into this one with Parisa.
What are you looking for at like the ends of everything?
A fiance, sitting here right now, and I think it could be realistic.
Oh no, sir, you stay away from this lady, her cat, and her rock collection. You stay away. Now, back at the resort, we're gonna be getting 2 new additions. First is Jill, who, like the underwear guy last week, no offense Jill, is probably someone I'm only cheering for, like... Woo! Cause I mean, in the past, Jill has had a wild time in paradise.
Okay, Jill. No, it's okay.
And yeah, she's really open to finding a man and settling down. Her asks are very minimal.
Do you read? Anybody read here?
I do.
I read text messages.
I'm totally open. Whoever beating heart.
So please, Justin, come in here, tell us who is available.
Dale's handsome.
Yes. He was in a Lifetime movie.
Successful.
Skirt worthy.
Yes.
Absolutely dead. Also, it was bugging me for a long time when I first watched this, but it just clicked. I'm getting some Winona Ryder vibes. Anyone else? Now before we get to that second arrival, we also have to talk Justin and Lexi, as Lexi has decided she wants to keep exploring, mostly because she's worried that Justin might still have some residual feelings for, or might not be healed from, his relationship with Susie, who, if you didn't watch last week, is basically the final pick from Clayton's season, but also recently dated Justin outside of the show.
You know, you have someone that you've dated in the past, and I've like thought about it like over and over and over again, and I think at this point, like, I can't move forward, like, with a connection with you romantically.
Well, upon hearing this, production widens their eyes as this ruins their plans to ruin Lexi's plans with Justin. So they decide to send in a special cast member they had in their back pocket just for Justin.
What the Susie walks in, is just flooding of emotions. We dated for over a year, so I don't know where I stand with anything.
So yeah, now Justin has one less connection and one more ex in paradise. Meanwhile, the double date comes back and Zoe continues to crash out over this guy, cause he basically ignores her and goes straight into the pool with Parisa. And for the most part, I'm with you, Zoe. I'm not a Brian fan, to be honest, but like, girl, it's day 4. Time to go flirt with the other men. Now, thankfully, Zoe does start to do this, but just not with the right guy, as Dale has decided he's not into Allie Joe, at least not as much as he's into Kat, and right when Zoe sweeps in, yeah, the same goes for her.
There's so many things that check boxes and are enticing for me, but Kat is my focus right now. Kat is my focus right now. Kat is my focus right now.
Now, as for the whole Justin-Susie situation, it's a bit raw seeing each other, but they also seem to say that neither of them are there for each other. I mean, Justin still wishes the best for Susie, and he feels protective of her, but only because they seemingly ended on good terms, not because he wants to pursue her. So Lexi and Susie sit down, and when it becomes clear that that's the case, Lexi is ready to hop back in with Justin. However, after Susie has an okay date with her date card selection Jeremy, where Jeremy is super into her but then comes back and is conflicted because Bailey expresses that as well, and then a rose ceremony creeps up that could see Susie eliminated, Justin is feeling horrible. So that protectiveness he has for her is creeping up. And for this rose ceremony, the storylines are getting a little more complex. I mean, not for Spencer, as he gives his rose to Jess, and these two are like not even touched on this episode because that's how solid they are, but Dale has to choose between Allie, Joe, and Kat, although his heart seems to continuously draw him to Kat, so this one is not too much of a surprise. Jeremy is then up and he's wondering what might work better for him in the real world, Susie or Bailey, and ultimately he decides...
Bailey.
But oof, this is like a gut punch to Justin, as he's thinking Susie's now gone just when she had arrived. Brian gives his rose to Parisa, which still, after all this time, has Zoe going...
I don't think Brian's here for love. I think Brian's here to cup a feel and hang out on a beach.
Ooh yeah, Spencer, getting there too. But the two bigger moments here are with Jonathan and Justin, as Jonathan was taken on his second date of the week by Jill, which mostly started as a friendship thing, but then sparks kind of flew.
Okay, so we're at the farmer's market.
Love.
And I'm picking out a loaf of bread. What do you say to me?
Bread. I'd love to give you my hoagie, but like that's crazy.
That's what she said.
Oh, and Allie Joe was also in the mix there as well, but...
Alex.
Leaving Justin for the final rose, which everyone thinks is a solid slam dunk for Lexi. After all, he's not with anyone else. However, Justin is about to deliver one of the more shocking decisions I've seen from a Paradise Rose ceremony.
Susie.
What the actual hell happened?
He calls out Susie. Meanwhile, Susie goes up saying she doesn't accept the rose, and Lexi is just feeling awful. While Justin had apparently said in the past that he'd always protect Susie, so that's the lane he's taking. And well, Susie walks away, and Lexi storms off because she doesn't want a rose from someone who'd rather give a, what? A protection rose to their ex-girlfriend? Yeah, no thanks. Now it's here where the second episode begins, and I won't lie at this point, I'm kind of getting used to the new song and format.
What's happening to me?
I don't know, maybe I'm just distracted by the drama. But yeah, this rose ceremony was chaos. Justin storms off and self-eliminates. Susie then runs after him, all the while women are just standing there, eliminated, wondering what to do. Eventually, Jesse Palmer sits down with Justin where Justin explains his decision. Lexi switching up on him mixed with the 11th hour decision he had to make, and also his vow to protect Susie no matter what the relationship turned into, is ultimately why he made the decision he did. But before Justin goes home, Jesse lets him know that he can still hand out a rose, to give someone who might be eliminated another opportunity to find a connection. And Jeremy here, he's kind of hoping Susie gets that rose. However, the name Jesse Palmer calls out on Justin's behalf is not the one I was expecting.
Jill, will you accept Justin's rose?
Not for me, Jesse. I so much appreciate it, but I have had my time. No. I've had a good run. What are you talking about? Justin said my name specifically?
Yes.
Oh, you know when Lexi comes back and hears that Justin picked Jill, she's gonna be like...
So,
me then.
Downward dog.
Me then.
You know what, Justin not picking Lexi seems wild, so I gotta assume that Lexi was already gone and not even eligible.
Getting a rose is like getting revenge. It's good anytime you can get it.
I love a pity rose.
So Zoe, Allie Joe, Susie, and Lexi are headed out of Paradise, but you know how the saying goes, out with the new, in with the old.
I don't think that's the same.
Oh, sorry, I apologize. Not old, gold.
Paradise is about to change. No cap.
Yes, our golden paradisers are here, and we've got April, we've got Final 2 Leslie, Captain Kim, Golden Bachelorette Week 1 Elimination RJ, Girl Dad Keith, there's Natasha who's got her chair earrings, cause yes, brand yourself, Natasha.
Guys, do the rose ceremony in chairs. You have people in here 60, 70, and above. Do the rose ceremony in the chairs.
I'm also loving that she's already claimed a man before they even hit the sand. We've also got Kathy, we've got Cannonball King Jack, and CK. Also, just want to say, I'm real grateful the show has air conditioning now. So the crews all mix and mingle, and Jesse Palmer comes in to welcome the Goldens and say,
I know it may seem a little bit strange because we have different generations here on the beach together, but as it pertains to dating, we're not expecting you to cross over that generational line.
Unless you want to.
But oh yes, I nearly forgot. Regular Paradise is still on, and the women have the power now. And while the Golden guys are technically up for grabs, we need a new influx of Bachelorette men, starting with Andrew from Katie's season. Now Andrew pulls both Bailey and Alex, with pretty much everyone feeling that Andrew and Alex are a perfect match energy-wise.
I can only imagine just the adventures and the things we do.
Fun and the
right?
spontaneous stuff,
Literally.
and the dirty, like laundry on the go.
Oh, I didn't know where you were going with that.
Well,
Dirty.
No. I meant like.
I was like, slow down. I just
Slow
met
down.
you.
But in classic Paradise fashion, when everyone starts thinking Andrew is going to ask out Alex, he instead asks out Bailey, which is going to be an important moment as it's the catalyst for Jeremy's upcoming crash out. Cause Bailey comes up to Jeremy to tell him she wants to go out on this date, just like he came up to her and said he wanted to go on that date with Susie, but Jeremy gets upset because apparently Bailey had said she's here for him before the last rose ceremony, and that was the deciding factor for him in choosing Bailey over Susie, who, ever since she left, has been on Jeremy's mind.
Do you feel like you said that last night because you feel like you needed to get a rose?
No.
And yeah, Jeremy is starting to freak out. He was already talking about Susie all day, and now that this has happened, it's become his excuse to start going,
No, I want Susie back. No, I gave her the rose because of what she said.
interview.
So Jeremy gets rushed into an interview and he's going, is Susie gone? I want Susie now.
Check. Like
No, can you check?
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. I want Susie back.
So Jeremy's now telling himself that Bailey just used him for a rose, which I think is his way of giving himself permission to go all in on Susie. Put the blame on Bailey so he doesn't feel bad when he demands to get Susie on the phone. So while Andrew and Bailey go on this date bathing themselves in some nice relaxing espresso, Jeremy gets Susie on the line, and you know there's absolutely zero interest from Susie when she has to choose between staying in paradise with Jeremy and getting more TV time, or a late night flight in the rain back home, and she chooses...
Honestly, I don't think I could, come back or anything.
Yeah, listen. Shoot or shoot.
Well, all of a sudden, Jeremy's thinking back to Bailey and going,
I'm a catch, and I am not going to be the one who got away.
And then he starts to envision how the date with Andrew is going, and we are so far away from the 5 seconds ago when he was ready to drop Bailey for Susie had she said the word.
Maybe they're drinking strawberry water, sauna, facials, new room massages.
Now at this point, Jeremy and Alex platonically get together to have a little hug and a pout because they're both not doing so well. For Alex, it's because she's realizing there's nothing more than friendship between her and Jonathan. So these two end their connection while Jeremy is just, man, I don't even know with this dude, cause he's back on with Bailey, but at the same time he's going...
I mean, the call for Susie was a long shot, but should I tell Bailey about the call? I don't know, it's just... It's all weird to me.
And it's pretty rich seeing Jeremy be like, are you just using me for a rose? I was under the impression you're only here for me. And yet he had that whole call with Susie and doesn't mention it to Bailey, who's now saying she's here for Jeremy, and that leaves Andrew without a connection. So Andrew comes back to Alex, who's freshly single, and while he's a little scared of Alex and her manic-ish energy...
You had your chance. Thank you very much.
So I lost my chances, is that you're saying?
I'm a little scared of Alex.
Okay, well.
It was almost like a fight, but not a fight.
Well, there is a possibility there. Alex just wants to make sure that she's not a second option. Meanwhile, Jeremy has set up a little spa treatment to relieve all his stress.
Let's see if there are going to be any happy endings in paradise.
Okay, this man is losing me real quick. But don't worry, this massage sure is going to be happy when Jonathan comes in to prank him.
How does that feel?
How long is that you? That was like 30 seconds. Why am I?
As for Jonathan, he's starting to run out of options, as that little spark with Jill, he now states wasn't actually a thing, even though the night before he said this.
You make my decision hard.
How else would I take that comment? It wasn't even like I had to read between the lines. I had to do an x-ray of the document.
And I mean, dude, you kissed her. What is she supposed to think? Luckily though, we've got another new arrival. It's Ken doll Sean here from charity season, and he's turning some heads. Just maybe not the ones he's hoping for.
Sean? I'm like, wow, good looking dude.
This is like my natural hair color, yeah.
He's the Ken doll, and hopefully he'll find his Barbie.
Hey, play your cards right, Keith, and you just might be that Barbie. Now, when it comes to Sean's date card, he's playing this one strategically. He's going to be going for someone who's actually open and won't throw him in a love triangle where he's already behind and just going to be sent home. So he asks out Jill, despite Jill worrying that they've got very different vibes.
Sean seems more of like a super yacht kind of guy, and I'm definitely more of like, I'm on the dinghy.
But hey, you never know, and these two actually have some fun on this date. And that's the best part of Paradise, when couples you aren't expecting start to form.
What do you like look for in a guy? Like, what do you look for in like your perfect person?
Don't worry, Sean, as long as you're literate, you've got a shot.
Do you read? Anybody read here? I'm totally open. Whoever beating heart.
And you know, it's all coming together. We even get some golden kissing going on with April and Jack forming a connection. Then Jesse Palmer does this promo for the upcoming movie I Know What You Did Last Summer, which definitely wasn't Bachelor in Paradise because they skipped it last year. And they have this game where they all anonymously throw out their biggest secrets, where the craziest one wins a date card, if they fess up to it. And wow, are there some doozies.
I had an OnlyFans account for my feet.
My feet score is crazy.
I found $500,000 and kept it.
But the big winner and voted craziest secret of the night is this.
I slept with another person in my home while my partner was in another room.
Oh my God.
So Kathy comes forward and wins a date card / the key to their VIP suite, where she invites Keith to come along with her. And if anyone else is into Kathy, just make sure to hang out in the other room, cause, I mean, that secret? It could happen again. But okay, it's getting late. Time for everyone to hit the hay, and as a little kinda joke, April says this to Jonathan.
I'll see you in the morning.
Yeah, see you for sure.
Take care.
Second door to the right if you need me.
Well, Jonathan kind of brushes this off with a laugh, but then he goes to apologize to Jill, his last chance at a rose, and they have this kind of argument where he gets upset. And now Jonathan is realizing his days are numbered. There are just no connections left for him, unless...
Coming up to the rose ceremony, is April an option?
Second door to the right. Door to the right. Door to the right.
In paradise, there is no age limit.
Absolute insanity. Don't tell me you're actually Jonathan. No. Okay, let's look at this preview for next week and... oh my. So that's it for this recap of week 2 of Bachelor in Paradise. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like, comment your thoughts down below, and subscribe to the channel for more content. And until next time, Bachelor Fantake out.
The Goldens are here, baby! We are about to get turned.
I love it!